What's happening, Christian brothers and non-Christian brothers worldwide? Welcome to another episode of Nate's Chocolate Convo. I'm your host, Nate, and this is the only podcast where building the man is the business. See this right here? This is another candy I made. If you want to order some, go to EAG_629, that's my IG, or Relis, RELLIS 1278 at gmail.com to place an order. Now tonight, men, listen up and listen closely. We're going to talk about the pandemic and what's really going on with the pandemic. The government is using the pandemic like a gateway drug. Just like a person that smokes a lot of weed heavily all day, every day, their bodies eventually develops a tolerance for it. After this, they begin to lace it with other things to boost the high, which will eventually lead to either full-blown cocaine or full-blown crack or heroin. And the government is using this same concept with the pandemic. It's leading to other things. You got the pandemic led to people panicking and demanding a vaccine. After this, they received the vaccine. When they received the vaccine, all these random shootings started happening all across the nation. Drive-bys, road rage, people walking in restaurants, massage parlors, and shooting people. Grocery stores. The government is pushing this. A lot of people believe that the COVID-19 and the vaccines are mind-altering drugs. They're using it like a biological weapon to alter people's mind, to make them violent. Now, the more violence, the more death, the more the people will demand the government to do something. Once that happens, the government can and will declare martial law. Once they declare martial law, they now can come and take away all the weapons. Once they do that, they will start a extermination campaign because we don't have any ways to protect ourselves. And it's a known fact that the United States of America, most homes have at least 3 weapons in it. Out of all the countries in the world, we own the most weapons. You get rid of the weapons, the people cannot protect themselves. And all of this stems from the pandemic, from the COVID-19. So, as a man, you have to have your head on a swivel. Watch where you go, the people that you encounter, the things that you do, the people that you speak to, the people that's around you. Watch yourself at night. Double check your home before you go to sleep. We have to be vigilant now on everything that you do because the war is coming. It could be a civil war. It could be a race war. It could be the government. But something is about to happen heavy. The pandemic just set it off. But something else is about to happen heavy. So as a man, you have to be in protection mode to protect you and your families. I give you this. Listen up, man. I give you this. Listen closely. There is coming a time right here in America where you probably gonna have to lay down your life for your loved ones, for them to survive. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to be A real man. Not a thug, but a real man. So you have to understand that this pandemic is going to lead to even more violence that the government is going to get involved in. And once the government gets involved, it's a wrap. Pay attention to everything. Don't believe the news. The news is a propaganda machine controlled by the government. They say what the government want them to say. Like Donald Trump said, fake news. They know more than what they're leading on to. You have to be able to read between the lines now to know exactly what's going on. And as a man, you don't have time to be lackadaisy about what's going on. Oh, that's nothing. It's just a conspiracy theory. No, it's not. You can read books about the government using a pandemic to change America. You can read books about it. You can read an article where Bill Gates was talking about a pandemic, some type of virus being used to change America forever. And that happened in the 90s, that article. I can't remember what the article was or if it was a magazine. But you can Google it, Bill Gates on the cover of a magazine talking about a pandemic will soon hit America or something in that effect. But nevertheless, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's real and it's happening right now. Stay safe out there. And understand that the devil has many tricks. The devil is using the government and these corrupt politicians to push his evil agenda. And that is to usher in the Antichrist, which will be him. I'm going to do a show about that too. I'm going to go more and more into details about that. This is what's happening right now. This is what's going on right now. You see it on the news, all these shootings. They just had another one in Austin, Texas. For no reason. People just pulling out their guns and shooting other people. And it's quite funny, it happened right after mass vaccinations. It's funny. It happened right about the same time. Is it a coincidence? Nah. It's all connected. So as a man, you have to start thinking now. Like a soldier, you have to start thinking like a scientist. You have to start thinking like a politician. Because this is how they think. They all work together. The CDC, all of them, in cahoots with this. Pay attention. Think about what you're doing before you do it. You can read Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11 through 13. And it talks about principalities. It talks about the government and how the devil used the government to do his will. You can read that for yourself. But nevertheless, this pandemic is just the beginning. Believe it or not believe it. But it is what it is. It's just the beginning. Thank you, brothers, for once again tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking like or dislike. Leave a comment. Give me that feedback. Thank you for all your support. Always remember, this is the only podcast where building the man is the business. And as usual, 1, 2, I'm out.